National City, California. National City is a city located in the South Bay region of the San Diego metropolitan area, in southwestern San Diego County, California. The population was 58,582 at the 2010 census, up from 54,260 at the 2000 census. National City is the second oldest city in San Diego County. History. Human presence within the modern city limits of National City may have begun as early as 130,000 years ago, as allegedly evidenced at the Cheruti Mastodon site. Archaic period sites have been found along Sweetwater River, which runs through the city limits of modern-day National City. Before the entry of Spanish into the area which modern-day National City occupies was part of the territory of the Diegueno tribe, also known as Kamai, and later Kumeyaay. Later in the late 18th and early 19th century there was a Kumeyaay village, north of the modern National City boundaries, on Chalas Creek. The Spanish named the 26,000 acres, 11,000 ha, of land El Rancho del Rey, the Ranch of the King, used by Spanish soldiers to graze horses. After independence from Spain, in 1810, the Mexican government renamed it Rancho de la Nación, Ranch of the Nation. Governor Pio Pico granted Rancho de la Nación to his brother-in-law Don Juan, Forster in 1845. President Andrew Johnson, in issuing the land patent, listed the name as simply the National Ranch, the English translation of the land grant name, Rancho de la Nación. In 1868, Frank Kimball and his brothers Warren and Levi, contractors and builders from San Francisco, purchased the entire rancho and thus began the foundation of the city, retaining the national name. Frank Kimball first brought novelty and change to the area by building his personal residence. His home included a bathtub as well as hot, running water, making it the first modern house in the entire county. However, it was more than his personal innovative endeavors that allowed the region to flourish. By constructing the first roads and railroad in what is now National City, Frank and his brothers most notably were responsible for introducing modern transportation to the residents of the community. The brothers also implemented the area's first post office and a wharf for seabound imports and exports. These large ventures, coupled with smaller personal missions, both contributed to the overall goal of creating a community unparalleled to the times. A lasting mark of the Kimballs was the trees they imported and planted from Europe and Asia, accomplished via a partnership with the U.S. Department of Agriculture. These trees can be found dotted throughout the city to this very day. It was the passion and influence of the Kimballs as well as other early pioneers that made way for the city's incorporation on September 17, 1887. In the mid-20th century, National City's National Avenue business catered to the entertainment of sailors stationed at Naval Base San Diego, and became known as the Mile of Bars. In the late 20th century, the city, seeking to end the association of the street with drinking culture, urged the growth of automobile dealerships, transforming the area to be known as the Mile of Cars. Part of the change of business types was the closure of a Pussycat Theater in 1999. The last of the bars that was on the Mile of Bars was the Trophy Lounge, which lasted until at least 2004. In the early 21st century, the city began to utilize eminent domain to create new developments. This met some criticism, to include on Reason in a video narrated by Drew Carey. Geography. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 9.1 square miles, 24 square kilometers. 7.3 square miles, 19 square kilometers, of it is land, and 1.8 square miles, 4.7 square kilometers, of it, 20.17%, is water. National City is bounded by San Diego to the north and northeast, Bonita to the southeast, and Chula Vista to the south across the Sweetwater River. San Diego Bay lies to the immediate west of the city. Also, within the boundaries of National City on the eastern side of town is the unincorporated area of San Diego County known as Lincoln Acres. National City is 15 minutes away from the U.S.-Mexico border, Tijuana. National City has road access by the Interstate 5, Interstate 805, and California State Route 54, in addition to surface streets. National City Boulevard, which once served as part of the historic U.S. Route 101, still serves as a north-south arterial street parallel to Highland Ave Plaza Boulevard, and 30th Street/Sweetwater Road serve as east-west arterial routes. It has rail access through the San Diego Trolley's Blue Line. The nearest commercial airport is San Diego International Airport. In 2012, National City was honored as the most walkable city in San Diego County. It currently holds a walk score of 71, among the highest scores for cities of similar size. However, its current score also puts National City among bigger cities like Seattle, Washington, 74, and Portland, Oregon, 66. San Diego's current walk score is 56. Communities. Although there are no specific communities identified by the City of National City, certain areas have self-identified as communities. The Old Town community is virtually bordered by McKinley Ave, to the west, and National City Boulevard, to the east, and 24th Street, to the south, and 8th Street, to the north. While Lincoln Acres is an unincorporated area of San Diego County, it is located wholly within the boundaries of the incorporated City of National City, and both share the postal code, 91950. The Southport Business Center, an industrial park in which many businesses operate, is bordered by I-5 to the west, National City Boulevard to the east, mile of Carsway, 24th St, to the north, and W28th St to the south. The residents near Las Palmas and El Toyon parks have neighborhood councils where they can voice their concerns with the city's elected officials. The Neighborhood Council program was developed in an effort to improve communication with the community and to bring services directly to National City residents. The program helps to unify neighbors to further enhance the image of the city, instilling civic pride into neighborhoods. Regular monthly meetings are held in each of the 3 neighborhood councils. Agenda topics are driven by resident requests, current events, and a desire by city officials to keep residents abreast of new programs and upcoming developments. Meetings are usually attended by police and fire officials, as well as members of the city council. Besides attending regular meetings, neighborhood council participants assist the city in improving their neighborhoods by volunteering during cleanup and beautification events and by helping to reduce crime. Residents also participate in family events sponsored by the Neighborhood Council program, such as National Night Out and movies in the park, as well as other city-sponsored events. Climate. National City's climate is characterized by warm, dry summers and mild winters, with most of the annual precipitation falling between December and March. The city has a mild climate year-round, with an average of 201 days above 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius, and low rainfall, 9-13 inches annually. Frequently, particularly during the May-June gloom period, a thick marine layer cloud cover will keep the air cool and damp within a few miles of the coast. On average, the warmest month is August. The highest recorded temperature was 108 degrees Fahrenheit in September 1988. On average, the coolest month is December. The lowest recorded temperature was 15 degrees Fahrenheit in April 2003. The maximum average precipitation occurs in February. Ecology. Like most of Southern California and the San Diego County region, the majority of National City's current area was originally occupied by chaparral, a plant community made up mostly of drought-resistant shrubs. National City's broad city limits encompass the San Diego National Wildlife Refuge and the most northern area of the Sweetwater Marsh National Wildlife Refuge. The Sweetwater River runs from the Cuyamaca Mountains, through National City and Chula Vista via a flood control channel, natural route as opposed to a canal, and empties into the San Diego Bay. Most of West National City is flat with an average elevation of 72 feet, 22 m, which made it historically desirable and well suited for the Spanish to graze their horses. The eastern areas of National City tend to have canyons and ridges with an existing wildlife. Demographics. 2010. The 2010 United States Census reported that National City had a population of 58,582. The population density was 6,426.7 people per square mile, 2,481.4/km superscript 2. The racial makeup of National City was 24,725, 42%. White, 3,054, 5%. African American, 618, 1.1%. Native American, 12,402, 20.2%. Asian, 482, 0.8%. Pacific Islander, 3,638, 6.2%, from other races, 2,829, 4.8%, from two or more races and 16,175, 28%. Other. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 36,911 persons, 63.0%. The census reported that 52,830 people, 90.2% of the population, lived in households, 5,341, 9.1%, lived in non-institutionalized group quarters, and 411, 0.7%, were institutionalized. There were 15,502 households, out of which 7,402, 47.7%, had children under the age of 18 living in them, 7,376, 47.6%, were opposite-sex married couples living together, 3,437, 22.2%, had a female householder with no husband present, 1,300, 8.4%, had a male householder with no wife present. There were 959, 6.2%, unmarried opposite-sex partnerships, and 83, 0.5%, same-sex married couples or partnerships. 2,694 households, 17.4%, were made up of individuals, and 1,226, 7.9%, had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 3.41. There were 12,113 families, 78.1% of all households. The average family size was 3.79. The population was spread out with 14,939 people, 25.5%, under the age of 18, 9,472 people, 16.2%, aged 18 to 24, 15,892 people, 27.1%, aged 25 to 44, 12,076 people, 20.6%, aged 45 to 64, and 6,203 people, 10.6%, who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 30.2 years. For every 100 females, there were 105.5 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 106.5 males. There were 16,762 housing units at an average density of 1,838.9 per square mile, 710.0/km superscript 2, of which 5,197, 33.5%, were owner-occupied, and 10,305, 66.5%, were occupied by renters. The homeowner vacancy rate was 2.1%, the rental vacancy rate was 5.6%. 19,165 people, 32.7% of the population, lived in owner-occupied housing units, and 33,665 people, 57.5%, lived in rental housing units. 2000. As of the census of 2000, there were 54,260 people, 15,018 households, and 11,804 families residing in the city. As of 2007, 19.5% of national city residents have incomes listed below the poverty level, a figure above the 12.4% California state average. In 2000, the estimated household income was $29,826. As of 2009, the estimated household income is $39,158, which is below the California state average of $59,958. Crime. Although crime has dropped dramatically since the 1980s and 1990s, National City still has significant gang and drug activity, and led San Diego County in violent crime from 2002 to 2016. Economy. Tourism. With tourism being a major industry in San Diego County, in January 2012, the National City Chamber of Commerce and National City Lodging Businesses formed the National City Tourism Marketing District as a benefit assessment district to help fund marketing and sales promotion efforts for city lodging businesses. The NCTMD includes all lodging business, hotels, motels, and inns, existing and in the future, available for public occupancy located within the city limits boundaries. These include the Best Western Marina Gateway, Carlisle Auto Court, Clarion South Bay, Grand Plaza Inn, Holiday Inn Express, Howard Johnson Express, National City Motel, Paradise Motel, Roadway Inn, Stardust Inn, Super 8 Motel and Sweetwater Inn. An annual assessment of 2.5% of gross short-term room rental revenue collected by lodging business goes to fund the NCTMD and its activities of promoting the safety and enhanced image of National City in order to increase tourism as well as to market National City as a tourist, meeting, and event destination. Top employers. According to the city's 2010 Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, the top employers in the city are arts and culture, museums and other points of interest, community events, government. In the California State Senate, National City is in the 40th Senate District, represented by Democrat Ben Huso. In the California State Assembly, it is split between the 79th Assembly District, represented by Democrat Shirley Weber, and the 80th Assembly District, represented by Democrat Lorena Gonzalez. In the United States House of Representatives, National City is in California's 51st Congressional District, represented by Democrat Juan Vargas. Education. National City's 10 public elementary schools are within the National School District http://nsd.us. National City's public middle and high schools are within the Sweetwater Union High School District. On August 2005, the National City Public Library opened the doors of its newly built, 49,508 square feet, 4,599.4 square meters, state-of-the-art facility. The library offers more than 160,000 books and has one of the largest computer centers in the state of California's public library system with over 60 computer units. On December 18, 1884, Frank Kimball opened the city's first public library in his own home. In April 1884, the library was moved to the downstairs room of Granger Hall on National Avenue. In 1895, it was moved to the Boyd Block, currently McKinley and visually, 16th Street. From 1911 to 1954, National City operated its Carnegie Public Library in the present site of the National City Civic Center. The library operated in the present-day Art Center since 1954 until the opening of the new location in 2005. Immigrant Sanctuary. Former Mayor Nick Inzunza declared National City an immigrant sanctuary city on September 30, 2006 in a proclamation he presented to immigrants' rights activists during dueling rallies that brought about 400 people to City Hall. This was the result of a statement Mayor Inzunza made on National Public Radio on September 8, 2006. This proclamation divided the city between the stance of the ex-mayor and the federal and state regulations regarding this matter. On November 7, 2006, Ron Morrison was elected mayor of National City. On November 28, 2006, Mayor Morrison appeared on the KPBS program Full Focus with Gloria Penner and was asked if National City will continue to be a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants. Morrison responded, Absolutely not. Notable people. In popular culture. Sister cities. National city has two sister cities as designated by Sister Cities International.